This is you studying a language, and this is you watching a show, or playing a video game, a comic, or just watching a video on YouTube. The process of learning a language doesn't necessarily need to be painful, so let's get started. To learn a language doing these things? No. You are not gonna learn a language doing these things. You are going to acquire the language. What's the difference between traditional learning and language acquisition? Study grammar rules and vocabulary and practice again and again until it becomes automatic. Then you use them as building blocks to form sentences. In English classes at school, the teacher would explain to me the verb to have in the following way: pronoun plus to have, all that in Spanish. And then she would give me exercise to practice them. Significa I. Have, tengo, entonces es I have, que have a book. In the same logic, I come up with I have 17, and what I want to say, I am 17. Then my teacher would give me my grade, and I would know that I was wrong. So imagine how this process would look like in a real conversation. Two main reasons why traditional approaches don't work. First, they are painful and boring. They are based in the premise that you must learn the language first, and you can enjoy the language. Second, you are likely to translate ideas from your native language to the target language. Language acquisition, on the other hand, is a conscious process that requires meaningful interaction with a new language, where the speakers are concerned with the messages they want to give and you understand.
We acquire language in one way and only one way: when we understand messages. We call this comprehensible input. We acquire language when we understand what people tell us, not how they say it, but what they say, or when we understand what we read.
Are you hungry, Frankie? I'll make you a sandwich.
I'm going to be angry with you all night long.
Being able to identify who is the person, how many are them, when is this happening, is happening now, is something that's going to happen in the future, or is something that is already happened. Knowing these things and plus the context, you will quickly start understanding whatever media that you are consuming, as for example watching a TV show. What it is Anki? Anki is an app where you can make a collection or deck of flashcards and then study them using the space repetition technique, which consists of new and more difficult flashcards are shown more frequently, while other and less difficult flashcards are shown less frequently. Second, the input. The input could be TV shows, movies, video games, books, or social media content, whatever you like. How to choose which media start with. The more visual content that you have, the easier it is to follow the story, and therefore you understand. So choosing media that have a lot of visual content is a good place to start. For example, TV shows, movies, video games with a lot of visual, and comics are a good place to start with because you understand even though you don't really understand the words. You can also watch videos that are about the same topic or similar to the ones that you already watched in your native language. Another thing to keep in mind is to choose the media that you enjoy the most. So your desire to understand it was make the process fun and effective. More than one time I found myself watching 6 videos of a Netflix show because I wanted to know who is the murderer. I wanted to know what happened with this character. Turn the output. When it's time to start expressing yourself in the language? When it's time to speak? Well, the answer is simple: whenever you can. When you consistently watch content in your target language, you will realize that you can say something. First, start writing. When you are writing, you don't have to worry in the pronunciation, in the other person that is waiting for your response. You only have to worry about what you have to say. You can take whatever time you need for it. But what to write? You can write, for example, you can describe yourself, you can write whatever you remember. If you remember a sentence for something that you watched before, You can write it down, describe your day, whatever that comes to mind. And in that process, you will realize that you don't know certain words, so you will look up for them. You will also learn more words, practice things. What was the video about? Did you like it? What did you learn? That you have improved your ability to produce thoughts in your target language, and you are able to communicate your ideas in the target language, then and you are confident on doing this, you can try to speak with native speakers. How do you find native speakers? Find them in social media, in comments, interacting, creating posts, or trying to find a language exchange. Language exchange basically is where you find another person that wants to learn your language and you want to learn their native language.